Hello everyone, this is Amanda Santos from the channel Amanda Santos BR. If you're new here, welcome. I'm a Brazilian living in the Canary Islands, and today I'm going to share a last-minute adventure with you. Believe it or not, this trip to Dublin was totally unexpected. We saw some cheap tickets and thought, why not? I had never imagined going to Ireland, but here I am. The flight was practically empty, which is why the tickets were cheaper. The only time I had been close to Irish culture was at a Celtic party in Uruguay many years ago. It was a lively night with many Irish people living there. I still remember their joyful energy. But now, going to Ireland, I'll have a new chance to truly dive into this incredible culture. Starting with the traditional Irish breakfast, known as the Full Irish, it's a hearty meal that includes fried eggs, sausages, bacon, rashers, black and white pudding, grilled tomatoes, mushrooms, baked beans, and often potatoes. Usually served with toast or traditional soda bread and accompanied by tea or coffee, it's a rich, flavorful meal. After breakfast at the hotel, I went straight to my workout. Yes, guys, I don't skip training. My goal is to be that healthy, energetic old lady, enjoying life while exploring every corner of the world. When we arrived early in the morning, we had a pleasant surprise. The hotel receptionists were Brazilian. If you're watching this video, I want to say that we loved meeting you and thank you so much for everything. This meeting meant a lot. Thank you. And they immediately told me that Portuguese is one of the most spoken languages on the streets. And now I can say I believe it. That was my first impression when walking around, hearing Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese with its various accents. It's a silent pride to be part of this nation. It's very emotional to be Brazilian. We are all different, with various religions, appearances, political views, and traditions, but something very strong unites our differences in such a beautiful way. And one thing I've noticed is that we have a more relaxed way of walking, of moving around. We're always smiling. Even when the situation isn't favorable, we always have a cheerful expression, and that's beautiful to notice. I also talked with other foreigners, and even with an Irish person, and it's unanimous. Everyone tells me that Brazilians are a loving, joyful, and hardworking people. I felt that there's a genuine interest from other cultures in the Brazilian community here, and that makes me happy. Brazilian culture has so much to teach the world. We are a people who have suffered, but never lost faith and hope for a better future. Anyone who knows us knows how faithful we are. Europeans might have religion, but for us, even God is Brazilian. On my way, I found a souvenir shop, and I'll confess something to you. I simply love Irish aesthetics. The colors, the designers, the style, everything attracts me. The shamrock is an iconic symbol of Ireland, with a rich cultural and religious history. It's also associated with good luck and is often used in St. Patrick's Day celebrations, symbolizing Irish identity. Today, you can see the shamrock on everything from clothing to decorative items, reflecting national pride. As I continued walking, I was surprised by the floral decorations, street art, and the diversity of people from all over the world. I'm not a fan of beer, and I'm a bit claustrophobic. Closed spaces make me uncomfortable. I prefer open-air places and terraces. But I love the aesthetic of the pubs here, with flowers and fairy lights, which make the environment lighter. However, I did notice that people really come here to drink. It was 11 in the morning, and they were already with huge mugs of beer. Temple Bar, a neighborhood in central Dublin, is famous for its vibrant nightlife, cobblestone streets, and concentration of bars, restaurants, and art galleries. It's one of the city's main tourist attractions. It's very interesting, but I recommend visiting during the day, as at night it can be dangerous and attracts a somewhat strange and aggressive crowd. In the morning, the streets are quieter, and you can enjoy the place more. The pub culture in Ireland is an essential part of social and community life, reflecting the hospitality and welcoming spirit of the Irish. Pubs are gathering places where friends and family come together to socialize, listen to traditional music, and enjoy good food and drinks. Besides serving beers and whiskeys, many pubs host live music sessions, creating a vibrant and lively atmosphere. This tradition goes beyond just drinking. Pubs are spaces that strengthen social bonds and preserve Ireland's rich cultural heritage, often adorned with decorations honoring local history and identity. And another thing, I love visiting thrift stores, and if I'm in a new country, even more so. I saw that there were many thrift stores around the city, and I went to check them out. My first observation: everything is very expensive compared to Spain and Latvia. I passed one that said everything was €5, and there was a huge line to get in, very competitive. The people in line were super stylish, with that creative energy of fashion lovers. It reminded me of the crowd from my fashion school days. The same energy. Always hunting for different things to express their style, making the world a more visually interesting place. Dublin has a vibrant fashion scene, and thrift stores are an important part of it. Many of the city's thrift shops offer unique and vintage pieces, reflecting the individual style of the Irish. Some of the best areas to explore thrift stores include Camden Street and Temple Bar, where you can find shops ranging from designer clothes to fast fashion pieces. Visiting thrift stores in Dublin isn't just a great way to find unique items, it's also a fun experience that reflects the creativity and individuality of Irish fashion. And I kept walking through the streets of Dublin and came across an open-air market. I was impressed by the quantity and quality of the fruits, vegetables, and greens. It was a burst of colors that I loved to see. The market was full of fresh local products, and it's amazing how, even in a country known for its cooler climate, agriculture here is rich and diverse. Ireland's agricultural production focuses a lot on potatoes, barley, wheat, and dairy products, but it also produces a variety of fruits and vegetables, such as apples, strawberries, carrots, and cabbage. Despite the more temperate and humid climate, the quality of Ireland's fertile soil is excellent for cultivation, especially in the southern regions of the country. An interesting fact about Irish agriculture is that the country has a strong focus on organic production. Many farmers are adopting sustainable and organic practices, making Ireland one of the leaders in this type of farming in Europe. This reflects the Irish concern for environmental preservation and the production of healthier, high-quality foods. A fun example is the Potato Festival, held in different parts of the country, celebrating one of Ireland's most iconic foods. The potato has had a huge historical influence on the country, especially during the Great Famine, but today it is also a symbol of resilience and overcoming hardship. I started getting hungry, so we decided to go to a Russian restaurant nearby. On the way, we passed by a Brazilian market, and to my surprise, I saw a huge mural of a favela. People were walking by speaking Portuguese, and my heart skipped a beat. It was an emotional moment, as if a part of Brazil was hugging me right there in Dublin. At the Russian restaurant, I ordered a typical salad that I love, made with beets and salted fish. It's delicious. I also tried a traditional soup. Everything was impeccable. The place was very clean and organized, and the food was delicious. It was a wonderful experience, and I loved it. I continued my walk to Trinity College, Dublin, founded in 1592, the oldest and one of the most prestigious universities in Ireland. Located in the heart of Dublin, the campus is a true historical and cultural gem, attracting both students and tourists from around the world. Over the centuries, Trinity College has played a vital role in education and intellectual development in Ireland, offering a variety of courses in the sciences, arts, and humanities. Among its most illustrious alumni are writer Samuel Beckett, Nobel Prize winner in literature, and the famous playwright Oscar Wilde. Trinity College is also known for its iconic library, one of the most impressive in the world. The Long Room, the main hall, is famous for its towering bookshelves, holding over 200,000 volumes of rare and ancient books. One of the library's greatest treasures is the Book of Kells, a richly illustrated manuscript dating back to the 9th century, containing the 4 Gospels of the New Testament. Seeing the Book of Kells up close is a unique experience, allowing visitors to immerse themselves in medieval art and history. The campus itself is a spectacle, combining the grandeur of Georgian architecture with beautiful gardens and green spaces, where students can relax or study outdoors. Furthermore, Trinity College is not just a place of study, but also a cultural hub. Its galleries, exhibitions, and academic events attract curious visitors eager to learn more about Ireland's history and the university's role in modern society. Another highlight is the Trinity College Science Gallery, an innovative space promoting the interaction between science, art, and design. The gallery offers exhibitions and workshops that creatively and engagingly connect the public with scientific knowledge. Additionally, Trinity regularly hosts cultural festivals and events that bring together students, academics, and the local community, making the campus a vibrant center of activity. My experience visiting Trinity College was indescribable. Walking through its vast green fields and seeing its imposing buildings up close transported me to a world of knowledge and tradition. The feeling of being in a place that has witnessed so many historic moments and where great minds have studied was simply incredible. I felt very comfortable in this environment, and at the same time, I had an almost nostalgic desire to return to university. The atmosphere there deeply inspired me, to the point where I could imagine myself studying amidst so much history and culture. Being in that place gave me a sense of admiration and respect for the academic heritage that Trinity College carries. The students walking through the halls, the tourists marveling at the architecture, and the vibrant energy of the campus made me realize how special this space is. Anyone visiting Dublin must explore this iconic place, which is not only a symbol of academic excellence, but also reflects the historical and cultural essence of Ireland. Trinity College is more than just a university. It's a landmark of tradition and innovation that continues to influence generations of thinkers and creatives around the world. After walking a bit more, I arrived at St. Stephen's Green, one of Dublin's most famous parks. The day was simply wonderful, with the sun shining brightly, providing a true spectacle. The golden light illuminated the blooming gardens and reflected on the calm lakes, creating an almost magical atmosphere. It was impossible not to feel uplifted by the vibrant energy of the place. Many people were enjoying the sunny day, finding a spot on the grass to relax, have picnics, or simply read a book. There were families, couples, groups of friends, and even individuals, all surrendering to the beauty of the park and the rare opportunity to enjoy such a sunny day in Dublin. The atmosphere was extremely cozy and pleasant, with a mix of laughter, conversations, and the sound of birds creating the perfect soundtrack. Now, folks, one of the most negative points I observed when visiting Dublin was the street environment as the day begins to wind down. The streets become overcrowded, especially with young people, and unfortunately, the behavior of many approaches vandalism, with reports of theft and assaults on innocent people. Therefore, my recommendation would be to avoid going out at night to prevent any unpleasant situations. On the first night, when we decided to go to a Brazilian restaurant just a few meters from the hotel, I already started noticing this tension. On the way, I saw a group of teenagers surrounded by a lot of police officers. A few meters later, 2 teenagers passed us on scooters, and suddenly a car stopped. Police officers jumped out, and more officers came running toward us on foot to detain the teenagers. It was a mind-blowing scene, straight out of a movie. I still can't believe I witnessed that. I keep wondering, how can something like this happen in a wealthy country? It's hard to explain, but it seems like there's some kind of constant game of cops and robbers on the streets here, though fortunately without firearms. Upon arriving at the restaurant, I noticed a sign making it clear they were not obliged to serve hostile or aggressive customers. That really caught my attention, as I didn't expect to find that kind of warning in a restaurant. Unfortunately, this was the negative surprise I unintentionally discovered in Dublin. Despite all the city's beauty, these moments of street tension at night were an unexpected reality and a point I think is important to highlight for anyone planning to visit. It was worth it because Brazilian food never disappoints. Everything was delicious. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed following my adventure through Dublin. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel because there's more content about Ireland coming soon. And remember, the videos are available in Portuguese, Spanish, Italian, Russian, and English, so just pick the language you prefer. Leave a comment on what you'd like to see next and share your own experiences. See you next time, and let's explore the world together. Bye-bye.